All right, another day. As you can see, in 10 seconds, we will have Canada's and US releases GBP news numbers. So we're going to check that out, see what's going on. Already in price, we got that run above Tuesday's high like I was anticipating, and completely reversed and traded down into the sell side here. With I only anticipate some slight retracement back into this, and then we should be rolling over some more. We could possibly see a price trade below previous week's low. Still the target for the week. Just go to the weekly chart to see how the candles are printing. Well, we may not get that. We may not get previous week's low this week. So we're still just waiting for more information. Man, we could possibly see. Yeah. Want to see price to get below 97.65 next week. But yeah, we probably might be done for this weekly's range. Nasdaq, as you can see, we are back above open the week. You see price traded down into this bullish order block that if we go on to the daily, we will see this order block that caused the up moving price. Price came back, rebalanced, and now you see that we are moving higher. It's like a propulsion block more than it is an order block. It's used to propel price. So came down, traded into here, had some consolidation. Yesterday with FOMC news, we had really yesterday was just a consolidated day. Price ran, touched weekly high, ran back below these lows here, and then it started to trade higher. So we are looking back for this would be Asia's high right here. Drop down to a lower time frame. Yeah, this would be Asia's high, which is the daily high. It's the high for the day. See if we can get that. This is a crazy, some heavy price action right here. So who knows what could happen. If we don't close above Tuesday's high, then we might just stay in this range already. Like I said, you got this exaggerated range from the open of the day to into Asia session, and now we had some retracement all of London, or some expansion, all of London. So who knows what can happen. Typically when we see these types of moves, we don't anticipate anything else happening for the day, just like some consolidation, but you never know. This could be one of those days where the market just runs, and especially with earnings being released today as well. I don't know what time that will happen, but we do have a lot of stock earning reports coming out, some major stock earning reports coming out, so that could be a catalyst for more runs higher. As you can see, we are inching back towards the all-time highs, which Nasdaq is already currently above. So we want to see if ES can also seek its way back over there, above there. The Dow. Dow opened up, consolidated. See, yesterday we have this expanded bearish expansion below previous week's low into this daily gap. Going to the daily, see that price yesterday did respect the level, but open lower, and now we are starting to trade higher. So want to see if this yearly open will be the support that we need for higher prices to ultimately get Dow above its all-time highs. For the rest of the week, though, can possibly see Dow clear this consolidated range, the high of this consolidated range, even can make the high of the week. Like this would be the low of the week, and this could be the high of the week. So we want to see maybe this be the draw on liquidity for the end of the week here. Gold. So we did get that run lower in gold. I did say that, we go drop higher to the daily, that I would want to see one of these areas in price break first to give me an indication as to what we could be anticipating. We did get that run. We did get that run below these lows here and here. Now price is retracing. We dropped the fib on the current range that bearish range that it's in right now. We see that price is already back above 50% of the range inside of this fair value gap right here. So highest we could probably go, maybe tap previous week's low, and I would like to see price start trading lower, possibly down into, this is for obviously for next month, but could possibly see that happen here. I don't want to see any closures above 50% of this now inversion fair value gap, which once I do get like a strong close back below, I'll change this to the inversion fair value gap. But right now we want to see whether price will hold inside of this imbalance right here and completely roll over. Like I said, down in it. And if it does, we could be looking for 4,300, 4,350. Silver, same thing. We got that run below previous week's low. We do have a gap in price right here from Monday's low to from Monday to Wednesday. I wonder why that is like that. All right. So, okay, because of the contracts. Yeah, so we had that. Take this off real quick. So we did see price trade below previous week's low Tuesday, come back Wednesday, set the low maybe of the week, and then now we are seeing price trade higher. I anticipate this run above here and possibly roll back over. Nothing really, unless we get like a strong closure above here. I anticipate a run into here and then a run back lower to conclude the week. We could possibly already have the weekly range established though with this down. So, and especially with this move reversing after running Tuesday's lows on Wednesday, and now we see price has made a higher high, looking for this high to be taken. And if it doesn't get back below here, then we just waiting for next week. Oil, as you can see, price opened up, found support inside the new week opening gap, and just continued to run higher. Got that target that we were looking for here at 105.72. Came even higher. And now we are currently inside of this area where price is seeing some resistance, although I don't anticipate that to be any too much resistance. We could possibly see something happen in over the weekend next week to send us above previous quarter's highs next month sometime. So we did have Brent. Well, we're still looking for it. We actually have Brent. Yeah, Brent above. It's all-time highs now. Contract rollover. So I gotta fix all of these markers that are not aligned right now. But yeah, so it did run its all-time highs. We have gasoline futures also above all-time highs. Just continue to just rip high. GU. The opening of the week We still not get that run below previous week's low, so we're still looking for that to happen for the end of the week. I like that idea. You see, it price just wicked and came back into the new the weekly open, and we now want to see. I think, matter of fact, yeah. So we don't necessarily have to get that. We don't have to get the trade below this weekly open, especially with price has now shifted back into its range. I anticipate price to fill this week back up, and we start to trade higher again. If dollar is in fact bearish, which I think it is, I think that this is a shift higher. We will get that run back higher, and GU will now serve to get back bullish. Saber Euro. If we can stay above here, get back above here rather, then I anticipate we having some. Wow. Yeah, I want to see price back above its weekly open. And in May, start seeing more bullish prices. Volume might be done this week for EU though. Bitcoin, we opened up here, and as you can see, Bitcoin did not take that high, which has me of the opinion that we are going to come back above here, especially if we get that sell off and go. I mean, in the dollar tomorrow or in May, we'll have Bitcoin pushing back higher again. This range, we can possibly see price come into the mean threshold, which is like 82,000, and then start to trade lower again. Temporarily, though, we are bullish for the meantime. Yeah, and then we got these just equal highs stacked right here, right here. So we're looking for that to happen. Erase this. As for the week, though, just possibly see price come into this imbalance and just trade in here to end the week. Possibly come back up into 77K. Ripple, same thing. See Ripple come up and just essentially trade lower. I think the runs are over for crypto. You might see some high prices in Ethereum, but for the weekly targets, they've already been reached. So yeah. Tesla. See what we had. Monday saw price trade below previous week's low, back into the range, and now we're just consolidating. I don't expect any movement in Tesla. If it does, it's coming back lower, possibly back below 364. You got some bearish momentum. Apple, we opened trade below previous week's low. Now we're starting to run higher. Got no real idea about what Apple wants to do right now. Just consolidating. So yeah, this consolidation for the rest of the week. I don't anticipate anything crazy. The 276 will be the draw on liquidity. Meta. Meta had a crazy gap down after hours trading yesterday. So this is where we are currently in Meta right now. With them blowing through the area I had anticipated for price to hold and trade higher, I now don't believe that we are bullish in Meta. In fact, with that run lower, and like we're all the way down here right now, although it doesn't show in price action, we're all the way down here. This candle here is all the way down here. And so this is a very, very deep retracement. If we are still bullish, we will have to get back above 691 in order for me to trust that previous quarter's high and all-time highs will be targeted. If we can't get back above those, if we can't get back above 690, 80, 689, I'm not bullish in Meta. I actually would want to see Meta trade lower and seek some of this liquidity to the downside, which makes sense also too, because, you know, since July of last year, really we've been trading lower. Yeah, prices shifted bearish around July of last year. And all these, you know, slight run higher have been just, you know, retracements to get a premium, sell it lower. And that is what I anticipate to happen some more if we cannot, again, get back above 689. Google, as you can see, this candle right here is where we are right now, but this is where price is currently trading at, which is 375. That is very high. So it is back above its all-time highs as well. There's nothing here to see. As long as we stay bullish, you know, you just continue to look for bullish momentum or higher prices. Nvidia, as you can see, we did get that run below or run above its all-time high here. And now we have gotten some breakdown. We did get that run below here. So you could possibly see price start to trade back higher now and just stay above its all-time and just continue to seek all-time highs. Now that this is its all-time high. Yeah, Monday actually was the day that it did run its all-time high. So I want to see if it has the willingness to get back above 218. Microsoft, you can see we opened up, price traded below previous week's low, then came yesterday with a during FOMC, traded above previous week's high, and now we are trading back below. Hard to gauge what price wants to do with this candle right here. Again, we already went below previous week's low and previous week's high. I want to see if price is going to stay. I think it came into 409. 409. Yeah, it did come into 409. All right, so it already came into 409 here. And I want to see what happens here. If we can get back below these lows, then I'm looking for previous quarter's low, previous month's low, and Microsoft. Amazon, all-time highs with the FOMC meetings. See Monday with above and then start to trade lower. FOMC meetings caused it to trade below previous week's low, and now it's back above all-time highs. So Broadcom, we also got that run on. Well, actually, Broadcom opened up the week, traded lower down into, did not take previous week's low, the low from last week, left those intact. It's interesting. Sometime real soon, I anticipate those to be sought. I would like to see for price to hold here and then roll over. SanDisk, new pair I just added, currently has all-time highs. As you see, pre-market session, we are already up here, one at 1113. So, yep, all-time highs continue to trade higher. Palantir currently at 139.23. So this candle will be opening up bullish. We got the open from yesterday at 140, 141 essentially. Possibly see price come back up into here. Want to see it trade lower though. That's what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating that this pair is bearish and we will get that run back below 122. Yeah. Netflix just consolidating right now. We did get that run below previous month's low on Tuesday. Now we just see price really again just moving sideways. Possibly see some retracement higher back into the range, and then a further continue to previous quarter's low is my projection in Netflix. BWEN. I'm ready for this to give up the goose and give me what I've been anticipating for quite some time now, which is a run below 188. Yeah, which is a run below here. We can possibly see that happening now with price at 244 next week. Give me some idea of how likely that might be happening in the next coming months. And super micro, like I said, I think we now are ready for this after rebalancing this entire price vacuum. I think now that we are ready to get that run into 732 like I was anticipating. That is our draw on liquidity here. So this is what I'm looking for down into here. And I anticipate this because there is no sell side taking here on this up move. I anticipate this to be a fast move down into there. So with May's earnings coming up on next week, I think this is a good setup. Yeah. Or could have price come down a little bit lower, run higher previous quarter's high, and then trade lower again. But that would be doing a lot for next week. I think that we can just see that price will roll over pretty fast and seek this draw on liquidity pretty fast. Yeah, we're gonna get that rollover pretty fast. I don't see no need for it to come higher. I mean, I could see a reason for it to come back above these highs in here, which would give it, offset the liquidity, knock out those people who have some stop loss orders from sales that they've been in up here. Probably move the stop losses down into here to waiting for this run on this liquidity. So I could see price come back up, take out these people, and then take out this liquidity, and then run down to the target that we're looking for. So we'll know a little bit more next week. Investco with Nasdaq being at its all-time highs. You just wait. Same thing with the ETF. SPY, same thing as S&P, the DIA, same thing as Dow. Gold, same thing as gold. Silver, same. Silver. Oil, same thing as oil. Bitcoin, same thing as Bitcoin. The Russell, same thing as the stock indexes. We already got that trade into this gap here. We could possibly see it come lower as long as it respects the mean threshold of this candle, of this imbalance. We're good for higher prices in the Russell and IWM. And that is it. All right, so we are inside of the opening bell So far, we've had price clear out the sell side right here. We have Asia already taken, or ES has already taken its Asia highs. So I'm anticipating for price to catch up. I'm anticipating for Nasdaq to now catch up, and ES is also higher in the range than Nasdaq right now. We got this huge sell-off. Nasdaq is just continuing to go. So right now we don't really got anything that is jumping out. Got this large imbalance to the upside, so maybe we can get a run into there. We have Dow still close to taking its previous week's high. Or previous day's high, rather. Dow definitely seems to be the cleaner of the three right now. I guess I've probably just been looking at Dow. Definitely should have been in Dow longs right now. It's obvious, clear and obvious. Now the 7 o'clock hour, new 4 hour candle is just open as well. And this is what we have. Down, 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 down. We still have this holding. I don't like how this is looking though. Let's see what we get in here. We already got this high taken. We got changing the state here. We have not made a higher high just yet, so I am not bullish. Probably couldn't take a this trade right here. Back inside that fair value gap. Right now, we are currently at new day open. I'm thinking that we could probably come down into 184 before we start to see a retracement higher. All right. So now we are getting that run higher. It'll take that long. All right, we got that 184. Probably should have held on to that. Taking that buy was not not smart. Impatient. I think now we are ready to run higher. And ES will be the one with lower resistance because it is higher in its range. And so we are going to see what ES is looking like. Got one more minute till this candle closes. trade back into here, and I will go bullish. I think I'm gonna have one more. Let's just wait. It comes back into this area. I have one more. I have one more there. One more. I want to see if we can get back up into 781.5. See if we can get a close above this gap right here. I want it to snap back higher here. This might get stopped out. Wasn't patient with that last trade. Should have held it. I knew what I wanted to see. I thought this was gonna make a lower low and continue to come lower. But this is essentially the same trade minus the loss. Buy more there. We're gonna stop where it is. And again, we're looking for 185. Once I get back above here, I'll look to take something off. Taking one off there. Taking off two at the 2-to-1. No. This will be my last trade for today. Crazy retracement right here. See price make this higher high here. Buy one more there. Move my stop to below this. That low right there. Don't want to see it come back below there. And we are out. That was definitely the move to play. Oversold.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
We're gonna take off two at the 2 to 1. All right, that 85. And we're gonna take off 1 at the 2 to 1. This last strong push, this last 25 seconds. That's what I want to see. Expand out of this candle right here. It might be coming lower. Getting our 2 to 1. Do the last push higher.
Order filled.
Got our 2 to 1. Stop loss going to break even. Next 3 to 5. We're gonna sell one there.
Order filled.
Sell one there. And the last one we will let run. We look at Dow. We can see that this was the setup that I was alluding to during earlier. We had this trade into this gap at the opening bell, trade into the gap, and then it just started to make higher highs from there. This was what ultimately confirmed to me that it was bullish. We had buy side liquidity above the market. Previous day's high here at this time that I was looking at, it was probably like down here. So previous day's high was the draw, got equal highs right here. So like, yeah, and then I was also looking at, I think, this high right here, which is what it was the consolidated range that price was pretty much in until yesterday when it broke lower. So that was what I was looking at. And while I was saying that that would have probably been the easiest one to trade today, which you can definitely see it was. I mean, you just got this run, consolidation, and drop lower inside of the gap, and then ultimately the next expansion phase higher. And now we got ES and Nasdaq making its runs higher as well. If I get a 4.5, 5, I think if I get a 5, I'll close this entire trade. Can't beat that. Where we at in the range though? I took that there. I think we could get back above here. 210. I think I'm gonna take this off. Nah, it's Thursday. And I don't want to get on with my day. We're gonna sell it there at 96. See if we can get it there. 96.25 and we out. We just need one more expanded move higher. 2 points. $2. $2.25. One more expansion. We ain't gonna get it. Let's see. One more. Let's go.
Order filled.
We out. We are done. Solid trading day. Let my emotions get the best of me down here when I allow for that stop out. I did say that this was my last trade here, but ultimately I wasn't at my max loss limit for the day, but I had to lose without in mind. So once I checked that out and I still had a little bit more room to go, went on ahead and tried it one more time. After I seen this expanded move here, and then prices started to make higher highs. Like this is the same thing that I was looking at in Dow, right? With prices, it goes, makes higher high, makes a higher high, rebalances, makes a higher high, and now we good. So I think that is coming back to 210. That's the data highs. The stock market is still bullish, even though we had these crazy whipsaws back and forth. The stock market is still bullish. So yeah, that is it for me.